This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
And it would be really, really nice to end the season with a win against the Patriots. I really do. I I am a little worried. I will admit, okay, I have a concern about this game. I really do. I have a major concern about this game that there's going to be a letdown from the players. And I'm not going to blame Flo for the letdown because I don't give Flo credit for the wins either. I think these players are just, true pros on their own, and they went out there like they did for Sperano and they did for Gase, and it's not because they loved Gase. They went out and after a crappy start, they had a 9-2 finish because they're pros. It's not this whole tanking thing that you guys think of. No, man, they go out there and they do their job, no matter what. Nobody has to tell Sean Stanley to do his job every day. Nobody has to call. I don't have to call Sean to motivate him, to get him up. Hey, come on, man, let's go. Nothing. He's a pro. And I just think that human nature takes over and there's nothing to play for. And that's, I just wonder, it's just one of those that you just wonder if they're going to be a little tuned out in this one. And that is the one thing I do fear, that they have, after 1-7, they somehow fought to get back and they just weren't able to get over the hump. I really worry about a letdown this week because it's kind of human nature after, how in a game or even with the Panthers, we've seen it too with the Panthers. But in a basketball game, your team falls behind by 20, right? And they're scratching and clawing, they're coming back, dude. And they come back to either tie it or bring it within 1 or 2 or 3 points. And you're on the edge of your seat as a fan. You're like, all right, they're coming back. And then they kind of run out of gas. And the team that was leading by a long shot, by a big margin, wears them down finally and pulls away and wins by 7, 8, 9 points. And it's over. And you're like, damn, dude, it's just the hole was so big. And haven't we seen it with the Panthers? That there are years that the Panthers used to start off slow and we'd be frustrated. And then the second half, the Panthers would have a magical second half and they'd climb the standings and they'd be on the brink of getting that A spot and they'd fall short because they would run out of gas. Because it's just human nature that you're killing yourself. You're killing yourself. You've done it in pickup basketball games. You've done it in softball games. Okay? Maybe even some pickup football games at the park. I can even bring it to that level. We've all done it, man. Where even, you're playing some pickup basketball, 4-on-4, full court, and the other team takes like a 7-point, 8-point lead. The rest of you get pissed off. And you work it, and it's up to 15, and they're, up by 7 or 8, and you're killing yourself, and you tie it by 12 or 13, and then they score the last couple points and beat it because it was just a mission to get out of that hole. And that's what I wonder with the Miami Dolphins. Is this the mission that, you busted your ass to get out of 1-7 physically, emotionally, all of that? And now that you have nothing to play for and you get disappointed with the loss in Tennessee, and it was a demoralizing loss because physically they manhandled you. And you don't think the Patriots are watching that? Because they just did that a couple of weeks ago. All right? They were in a game where they said, we'll pass the ball 3 times. We'll just run it down your throat. So expect a lot of running in this game. And if you break Miami's will early, I don't know how they fight back from that. So that is the one thing I am terrified about this week, that it could get ugly because of that. If it happens on Sunday and we're in the postgame show, we'll talk about it. But I hope it doesn't. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they go out there and put up the effort of the year and beat the Patriots and 9-8, beat the Patriots and 9-8, beat the Patriots and 9-8. So at least there's something I can smile about to end the season. The season's not going to give me an overall smile because they didn't improve and they didn't get to the playoffs. But at least if you can beat the Patriots, I'll take that, man. I'll take that.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.